tonight, and Chris is just kind of around because he's awesome, so.
I'll be play commander.
All right, so I'm going to introduce the folks up here. Oh yeah, my name is Mike, by the way, and nobody cares about that, though. All right, so on Team Blue here, we've got a guy who lives in Arizona, works in Alaska, and is only legally funny in Alabama. It's Bob Alberti. Next up, the person who is still dedicated to sharing their Wordle scores on social media in 2025, it's Eric Knight. That is true. Absolutely. All right, and rounding out Team Blue over there, she's had more spinal taps than the band has had drummers. It's Nikki.
You called us Team Blue, so we're switching it.
That's my fault. Sorry.
It's all part of the show. It's all part of the show.
It's fine. All right. So now we've got that figured out. All right, so on Team Orange here, we've got the man who once got caught painting Warhammer minis during a work meeting. It's Chris Kluwe. Tennis jokes are so long, the Democrats have started using them as filibusters. It's Kelvin Hatle. Finally, she's taking a break from her pre-fest movie marathon to grace us with her wit and charm. It's Stephanie Hammon. So I'm guessing a lot of you know how the show works, but for those of you who just wandered in here and have no clue what we're doing, how this works here is that each of our panelists have a card in front of them they are going to read out loud. They have not seen these cards at all beforehand. I asked them all for a bunch of truths, and they don't know if they're getting a truth or if they're getting a lie. Now, when they say their card, it's going to be up to the other team through question and answer to figure out if what they're saying is true or if they are saying a bold-faced lie. So, with all that going in here, let's dive in to our special edition Convergence Would I Lie to You? So, we are going to start things off with round one with Bob. Bob, please read your card.
We're starting with me because I'm the most attractive person up here.
Or the oldest, so he might fall asleep.
Right, that's exactly.
Or I might not survive. I might pass away. Okay, here we go. Getting him separated. Here we are. All right. I've been fired from 2 different jobs by the same person.
Were they jobs at the same company?
They were not.
Are you related to this person?
I am not.
That would have been a lot more awkward.
I am not related to this person.
Were the jobs in the same field?
Yes.
Was it a government job? What field?
No.
Did the person enjoy it more the second time they fired you?
Yes.
Were the firings justified?
No.
Of course they weren't, Bob.
I was innocent.
What was the job you were fired from? Like, what were they? What did you do?
I work in the field of information security.
That's why it's in Alaska.
Okay.
I mean,
I
I feel like he's lying.
I don't know. I kind of feel like he might be telling the truth because he's Bob.
But
I mean, he's lived a long time. He's bound to have some
Yeah.
weird experiences.
has anyone ever had the same boss at 2 different places?
I haven't, but I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can get hired, rehired, fired. Oh, that job's better now.
I mean, although, okay, technically, to be fair, yes, in the NFL, you can.
Oh, I got to do that. Oh, is that right?
I think, man, yeah, this is tough one. He's got a very untrusted.
That's true. He does.
Shifty Bob.
But I'm so attractive.
That's also subjective.
I don't know. Do we think we have a decision?
Yeah, it sounds plausible.
It sounds possible.
Yeah.
Okay, we think Bob telling the truth. With reservations. Severe reservations.
Bob?
I don't know. The story is true. She was brought into my second job by my boss, who said our team has expanded and we need another manager. And after I was very polite and she walked away, I said to my boss, I'll be fired within 2 weeks. And I was. No. At the first job, her friend brought her in to the workplace, and then she backstabbed her friend and took her friend's position. And I was a witness, and so I had to be eliminated. And the second time, she just eliminated me.
Ouch. Very traumatic.
Okay, moving on to the orange team here, Kelvin.
Oh, I should have a mic.
You should have a mic. Yeah. We should all, but technology is scarce, so I'm just yelling all.
When I was a child, I thought I had the ability to speak to animals until a friend pointed out that my pets would be better behaved if that was the case.
What kind of pets did you have?
I've had dogs and cats. I've had both. And goldfish, but you don't really talk to goldfish.
Is your mother's maiden name Doolittle?
No. Actually, my mother's maiden name is Ash.
Oh, but everyone
Which just
logged into
like
his
the guy with
bank
the
account
chainsaw
with
arm,
that.
no.
Yes.
Okay. So, like, how were they especially poorly behaved animals that, like, your friend pointed this out, or was it just sort of generic, like typical pet behavior?
It was pretty typical pet behavior. I had a very stubborn dog. Didn't really take commands well, and cats. Who listen? Cats don't listen to anyone.
So it was more about the dogs. It was more about the dog being like,
yeah.
Those dogs don't listen to you, and some dogs are trainable, so they thought that was the case.
Yeah, they thought I was just
How old were you when supposedly this friend told you that you can't talk to animals?
I was about 8 or 9. It is. It really is.
What made you think that the animals were listening to you?
Well, sometimes I would, I couldn't really whistle, but I had before my voice changed, I could kind of do a falsetto, kind of singing bird thing, and I could kind of
Like a peacock noise?
I used to.
I'm not sure I understand that explanation. Could you demonstrate that for us now?
I can't do it anymore, but I used to be able to do kind of a cardinal call. I could get cardinals to respond to me, and I thought that was cool. And I kind of.
But you were just saying that you could talk to your pets. You never said anything about wild animals.
No, I had the ability to speak to animals.
He thought it fed into that. That was part of the whole milieu of animal communication that Kelvin supposedly thought he had.
The pet subset of animals was like the thing that disproved the larger set.
And were these? Could you
that-
speak to aquatic animals?
I don't think I ever tried to speak to aquatic animals. The only aquatic animals that would have been around where I lived would have been like bullheads and carp.
They're underwater.
Yeah, and they're underwater. They can't hear you.
The sound does technically travel through water, but it's a lot more.
Yeah.
Plus, there was those whole dolphin experiments too.
Right.
Talking dolphins, and then led to a lot of other problematic things.
I mean, I'm just saying, my 7-year-old can't identify a single bird from another bird, so the fact he's talking specifically cardinals, it makes me think he's lying.
I mean, I was already on board with lying. Everything he's saying seems plausible. It doesn't feel like a Kelvin thing to me.
I knew what cardinals were when I was 7.
And I was like 8 or 9, so that's like a whole other year.
Yeah.
In Kelvin education, that's like a decade for other kids.
Listen, when Kelvin was 8 or 9, electricity didn't exist yet.
Right,
So
that's fair. That's fair. There's much more to do. That's true.
Yeah, we had to send up the kite during the lightning storms.
I would lean lie.
That's how I'm leaning. What about you, Bob?
Okay, well, let's we'll all go down together and lie.
Okay, we're saying it's a lie.
Kelvin.
It's a lie.
All right, last participant for round number 1, Nikki.
Maybe. There we go.
It's been a long day, I know.
I once accidentally walked onto a stage in the middle of a play and just pretended I belonged there.
What was the play?
It was my freshman year of college, and what was Ruthless the musical. I was a stagehand who ended up on stage, so I just played it off as if I was supposed to be there all along.
So did you like miss your cue or?
It was a broken door that I was trying to fix from behind, and it just, and so in the blackout, I snuck around and tried to push it up, and then the lights came on before I was able to like sneak back around, and so while they were fixing it, I just kind of held this door in place.
You said it was a musical?
Yes.
Oh, what's your favorite song from the show?
I can't sing. I was a stagehand. That's what I said.
You can listen.
Be ruthless, undeniably ruthless.
Listen.
It was University of Wisconsin Superior.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Did anybody else notice? Like, oh, technical light, that kind of thing?
Pretty much everybody, because I was in all black.
It was one of those musicals where not everyone was dressed as a stagehand.
No.
How was a stagehand dressed during that, I guess?
In black.
Yep, I was in all black.
Was the clothing for that show at least like everyday clothes though, or was it like some period piece and you looked way out of place?
I still looked pretty out of place, but they were relatively modern. But the bottom line is they were all in fun, fancy, sequency stuff and full head of makeup, and I had a messy bun, and I'm holding a door.
Everybody's bringing us the rest of the I'm special.
Chris is special, so he gets a drink while the rest of us peons are just stuck here.
It's lemonade.
It's blinded, it's anything.
It wasn't like Grease or something.
Nope. Has anybody else heard of Ruthless the musical?
I know what Ruthless is.
Thank you.
I'm a musical theater major, so hi. Did you like get a nickname for doing this? Like, oh, there's Nikki, the trespasser.
No, but that was not my first unofficial attempt at improv, because they said, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "Just hanging around."
Sounds like most improv sets I've seen.
What was the crowd reaction? Was it like a big, or like they just laughed?
So first there was confusion, then "What are you doing here?" and me not knowing what to say, then laughter, more laughter, and then, "Oh, just hanging around," and then they're like,
So during the show, they acknowledged that you were on stage.
I surprised them. Like literally they broke character for a half second. But the person was one of those like can I swear in here, bitchy ingenues, so she could play off the "what are you doing here" kind of thing.
That sounds wildly unprofessional. What a terrible theater program.
It was the University of Wisconsin Superior.
I don't know. This sounds okay. So there are things that. Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I got one more. How many people were in the audience?
It was not a solo show because it was the University of Wisconsin Superior. But again, it's dark out there, so I don't know exactly how many this was. Keep in mind, it was 20-something years ago.
Okay. So there are some things that are red flags to me. However, knowing Nikki, I feel like this could be true. What do you think?
I am feeling truth from this.
I mean, she did sing for the show.
Yeah, although the flip side, it really is wildly unprofessional.
For the lead to break character, what the heck?
Well, she said it in character, it just wasn't a line from the show.
So was it during a musical part, or was
No.
it? Okay.
It's not an opera, there were spoken lines.
Yes.
I'm gonna say true.
I'm on the fence on this one.
I know be safe, but
This is where the song "The Stagehand is Holding a Door" came from. You've all heard.
It's since been added to the official.
Having been some productions, like really weird things can happen. It sounds exactly like a weird thing that can happen. It's a show that you would talk about ad nauseum.
that party, parties.
Is there anyone that still references it to this day?
I do have a few theater friends that after a couple of drinks, we will talk about our favorite memories, and that's one that comes up.
I'm willing to go true.
I think true. Yeah.
All right.
We're gonna say true.
All right. Nikki.
That was a lie.
All right. We're going to go to the halftime segment, tied 1-1 like it's a soccer game. So our next little segment here is called "This Is Mine," where we are going to bring up a mystery guest with a close connection to one of our panelists. For this show, members of the blue team, now that we have the orbs positioned correctly, will claim it is one of them who has a genuine connection with the guest. It's up to Team Orange here to figure out which one of the panelists on Team Blue is telling the truth. So, please welcome from the back of the area here, James Fairbairn. All right, Team Blue, go ahead and read your...
Okay, do we have the same one?
Read yours off.
Oh, okay.
We each have a different one to read off.
Okay. So this is James, and I had to hastily guide him through performing in a joust at the Minnesota Renaissance Festival.
This is James, and I once accidentally stabbed him on stage.
This is James, and he once came to my backyard for takeaway turkey dinner.
These all sound so possible.
I think it's lie, true.
Is only one of them true?
One of them is true. Only one is true.
So you get to ask all one by one. Yeah.
Yep.
In whatever.
Yeah, I know James has done Renaissance Festival stuff.
No, you would never be able to tell by looking at him. I have a microphone.
You guys have a bunch.
No.
I'm a woman, I can't turn it on. That's a joke, oh my god. Okay, cool. I'm gonna say that the first one is a lie because I also work at the Renaissance Festival. And not that I know everything that goes on because, ugh. I feel like being hastily guided through a joust would result in I don't know. Yeah. Like
Who said it was like the joust track? This was the joust, the game they have out there with the horse where you gotta ride it down.
Even so, if you're not, and we can't ask him.
Yeah, you definitely can ask questions.
No, but we can't ask him questions.
No, he's mute.
Rats.
Yeah, you can ask us.
Okay. When you were guiding him through this joust, which horse did he ride? What were the colors?
So, because there's the red one and the blue one out there, if I remember correctly. But this was after hours and it was dark, so it's a little harder to tell. But it was the one on the right, and it was the race to see who could get down. And I reminded him the importance of keeping his tip up, and for God's sake, grasp that horse with your thighs as hard as you can, because otherwise you might end up in the dirt before you complete it. Sound life advice.
So we're saying it was after hours horsery.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I have a question. What did you stab him with?
Well, we were doing, we did these fundraisers for Die Laughing. And and so I was supposed to be doing the microphones. And so I managed to give him a good wallop with the microphone in the ribs, because I was carrying the microphone stand out onto stage as he was exiting.
That sounds more like a bludgeoning, not a stabbing.
Bludgeoning, between friends, it's more of a stab.
I have doubts.
There's a lot of like piercing behavior that seems to happen around James.
He's a sword guy, so.
That's true.
So was it just like you just didn't see him coming, or did
I was going out and he was coming in and I wasn't paying attention because I was looking at the cord and just gave him a good poke in the ribs.
Okay.
Did he make a noise?
He said, "Excuse me," because he's extremely polite.
That tracks.
Did the audience go like, or anything like that?
No, the audience was mostly non-existent. It was like 2 in the morning at the Phoenix Theater, and yeah.
Like a 48-hour marathon.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
What was served on the turkey dinner plate?
It was a lot of stuff because it was a turkey, standard Thanksgiving turkey dinner. So there was turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, gravy, all that. But it wasn't a plate. It was like we packed up some stuff into little containers to take away.
How do you cook your turkey?
Okay, I'm trying to remember which year it was. I think we spatchcocked it.
Oh.
That's a real cooking term, people. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. My spouse at the time actually spatchcocked it and cooked it on the grill in the backyard.
Oh, wow. Lovely.
Yeah.
Did you use a meat thermometer?
I wasn't in charge of grilling the turkey. My spouse was.
Well, what were you in charge of?
I made the stuffing and I made the mashed potatoes and the gravy. And I think there might have been a green vegetable that my spouse also made, if I recall correctly.
Do you like lumps in your mashed potatoes?
No.
Smooth. Okay, I'm just getting information.
No, but I do still want it to have a good thicker consistency. It can't be like thin or approaching soupy.
I didn't get it from your backyard.
Yeah. So was this just like a charitable thing you were giving, like Thanksgiving dinners to people who were like Thanksgiving orphans that year or whatever?
Kind of, because this was in the pandemic. And so we got a turkey, and we knew that we were going to have a lot more food than we would need. And so it was like on social media, I said, if somebody wants to get some stuff, let us know. And James and his partner were like, we'd stop by to pick up some stuff from the backyard, because this is before they'd done the vaccine or anything. So, yeah.
I like whenever the pandemic comes up, people just go, oh.
Oh, yeah, that explains anything that sounds implausible, right? It's the pandemic.
What was James's partner's name?
Jax?
It's actually a valid question.
It is. James's partner's name is Jax.
Okay.
I just blanked for a split second. I'm so sorry if you're in the audience.
Okay, so I think Bob's is the true one, purely because of the detail that nobody was there.
Yeah. I have real questions about both the jousting and the turkey dinner. I feel like the accidental stabbing with a mic stand is a little bit more. Yeah.
Yeah. The bludgeon stab.
Even though it's the wrong term.
It's like when an orc uses a mace and just. Yeah, I don't know. Eric's turkey thing has a certain ring to me.
True.
That seems plausible, and so does Bob's bludgeon stab.
Blab.
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 Bob's blab.
That's your new D&D attack.
I attempt to blab the orc captain.
After hours only.
So we have to have one
Okay,
answer.
I vote Bob.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think I vote that one too.
Okay. I'll go with Bob then. Just
Eric. And it was delicious.
Excellent.
Sorry, I feel like I lost the string.
All right, let's see my James. Just going back. Enjoy your good turkey. All right, we're going to go back to the regularly scheduled program here. We're going to be starting off round number 2 with Chris.
Ooh.
I would never lie to anyone. I once slapped Brett Favre on the ass so hard
It made him shout, "I think you hit bone."
Was this before or after he defrauded the state of, what was it, Alabama?
Mississippi. It was before.
Was this when he was playing on the Vikings or on a different team?
It was when he was on the Vikings.
Regardless of whether it's true or not, I will be thinking about this later tonight.
People are whipping out their laptops and writing the slides.
Was this during a game? Like, when did this happen?
Happened during pregame, during warm-ups. Just gave him the old 1-2 and went on my way, started punting the ball again.
So it was actually 2 impacts?
No, just one, but the one was the backswing, the 2 was... No. Brett...
So you'd be doing a panel about the physics of the ass slap.
Ooh, I might actually. Yeah, the recoil effect.
Yeah, what was the back here?
Super well attended.
Was this the only time you've ever hit him on the ass, or is this a regular occurrence, just this one hit bone?
No, this was the only time I did it.
What made you think you could get away with hitting Brett Favre on the ass?
I'm special.
Football players have been doing that for decades, man.
Yeah.
It's a classic football player thing.
Yeah, it's standard American football homoerotic behavior.
Yes, exactly. We wear tights and hug each other. I don't know what you want from me.
But if it was if it's normal behavior, I would think you would do it more than once, just this time hit bone. So the fact that it's only one time really raises a red flag for me.
Okay.
Well, Favre...
Like 53 other players on the team.
Yeah, and
is
Favre
true.
was not on the Vikings for very long, right? Only a season or two?
2 seasons.
2, yeah. He spent most of his time elsewhere, so... Yeah.
I mean, like, I desperately want it to be true. I do. But, like, I can't believe it would only be one time. Like, that's where I am getting stuck. Because if I had Brett Favre on my team, I'd be smacking his ass every chance I got. Like...
Okay, but I have a counter to that, which is that as the punter, he would not... No, he's not going on the field for plays the same time as the quarterback.
That's a good point.
I just have this image of a line of football players all up and people just go up and go and smack and go,
Yeah, so,
Give that a 7.5.
so what prompted you to want to smack his ass at this point in time?
Because he smacked my ass.
That one's probably 2.
For those of you worried about the sports ball reference, just think of it as Blood Bowl and we'll be fine.
Did
We're
it
orcs.
hurt your hand?
Was it?
Did you hurt your hand?
No, I work out.
And it doesn't matter, his foot's the only thing that counts in his job, so.
he's got those heavily calloused punter hands.
Yes, exactly. I do spend a lot of time handling balls, so.
That's also going to be an area fine tonight.
Not alone.
I'm good. We can continue. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. I don't know. This is a tough one.
It is a tough one. Especially because we don't know Chris very well versus we know the rest
We're a
of
little more
us.
familiar with each other.
Right. And even our styles, like I'm pretty good about.
Do we ever really know anyone?
Especially someone who slaps
I'm
someone's
leaning
ass.
a little more towards lie, just because it all could be true, but the quote.
You hit bone?
He could have said something else entirely.
Like, Daddy?
Yeah.
Or thank you. May I please have another?
I mean, here's the part of
It'll be a while before I can stand up from this table. Jesus. Okay. I'm leaning lie.
I'm leaning lie as well.
I'm going to go with lie
As
again.
much as I want it to be true, I will say lie.
Chris?
It is absolutely true.
I am sad we lost a point, but I'm desperately happy that it is the truth.
And it's actually on television because Fox recorded it and my phone blew up after the game.
Wait, so we can look this
Yes, you can actually look this up.
Mike, do you have the clip?
It doesn't have the audio, but you see me come up a wham. Yep.
When someone says have you smoked Brett Favre on the ass, you say yes.
Wait, so what you're saying is I don't just have to think about it.
Right, yes, no, you need to do some Google searching.
On the internet.
Yes, absolutely
You
correct.
can bookmark it, Eric, and save it to watch as many times as you want.
It's going to be on repeat.
There's a lot of things you can look up on the internet.
Sure are.
Okay. If you put down the Wordle for a second. All right, moving on. Speaking of that, Eric.
My turn. Okay. I once gave John Cena directions to the nearest Hooters.
Was this when you were working the circuit for Renaissance festivals?
No.
Okay.
No.
Which Hooters location was this?
It was actually in the Mall of America.
Okay.
Yeah.
But how could you see him?
I knew that was coming.
These five people. Sorry.
He asked. Maybe I have one of those faces because I tend to be kind of helpful. I mean, my character at the Renaissance Festival is based on being helpful, right? I'm the concierge at the Renaissance Festival. That's kind of my thing. So I probably looked approachable as he was walking by, and he was like,
John Cena at the Renaissance Festival?
No, this was at the Mall of America.
Okay.
I'm comparing to the fact that I just have an approachable, helpful face, I think.
Did you immediately recognize him as John Cena?
No, because I don't follow. I didn't. It was like he walked. I said, I think the Hooters is over that way, or over that way, and he pointed. He walked away, and my friend was like, "That's John Cena," and I was like, "Oh, okay." Yeah.
So your part of your claim here is that John Cena can't read signage within the Mall of America.
Maybe we were too far from one of those little stands. I don't know. I don't know why he asked me.
So you don't know why John Cena was in the Mall of America?
I really don't. I had no idea.
You had no curiosity
I barely
as
knew
to
who he
why
was.
Like John Cena was.
Honestly, okay, so like when the person said that's John Cena, I was like, okay, and they're like, it's like they said who he was, and I was like, oh, okay, I don't really, because he's a wrestler, right?
Yes, he was.
Or was at the time.
He's back wrestling because
Okay, but at the time, the only thing he was known for was wrestling, and I don't follow wrestling, so I was just clear. I literally just didn't know, but the name stuck in my head, and now he's more well known. So, yeah.
Was there a wrestling event at Hooters?
I don't think so. I think he was probably just in town for something and went to.
I don't know.
He probably just went to the Mall of America
Oh, you
and
went for the wings?
the wings, not the breasts. Yeah, sure.
He went for the rings, and I read it for the articles.
Right.
Man.
So I'm on the fence on this one because I have actually done a publicity thing at Hooters for the Vikings. So I know they do interviews there.
Okay.
On the flip side, I find it hard to believe you didn't know who John Cena was. If you're going to put Brett Favre in your spank bank.
And the other thing too is that Eric has these stories about celebrity encounters. Like I've heard a couple of his before. This isn't far out of place. So, I don't know.
Yeah, oh man, I don't know.
I think I'm leaning true.
You think you're leaning true?
I think I'm leaning true.
Okay.
I'll go with that.
Well, I'm always the deciding vote in these things. Okay, okay, true. Fine.
Eric.
It is a lie. It is a lie.
I could tell a little bit of a story of that one. It's actually my producer and my wife over there who actually did that. She went to the Marriott downtown.
So it's a true story, but
It's not about
Eric's
Eric.
true story.
So why was John Cena going to the Hooters?
He was in town with Mike Tyson. They were touring together for some reason. Mike Tyson had his family. John Cena just wanted to get out there. I think he was tired of them and was like, "What's open at
Since Hooters doesn't serve ears, it was safe for Mike Tyson.
Did you show like Hulk Hogan the way to Planet Hollywood or something?
I would never show Hulk Hogan.
Did The Rock go to the Nickelodeon zone? Yeah.
Camp Snoopy, if it's anything.
All right. Well, last but not least, Stephanie, that leaves you right now.
Yes, it leaves me right now. Okay.
Lie.
Both myself and my dog are related to George Washington.
You were right. Lie.
It could be a lie.
How on earth would you discover your dog, or how is your dog related to George Washington?
So, we did the 23andMe for dogs, that thing. We did that and found out that she is an American foxhound. And turns out all American foxhounds, they're kind of rare, but all of them in our country today are descended from the first two that were ever in America, which were gifted to George Washington from the Marquis de Lafayette.
So they were French folks.
The vintage character
sure.
Hamilton, in case you were trying to figure it out.
Yes. David Diggs and Christopher Jackson.
So as opposed to just having their DNA tested for what kind of mix of breed there is, you're saying there's a 23andMe to check if your dog is related to other dogs?
No. Because all of the American foxhounds that are alive in the United States today are descended from the original two pair.
Like an Adam and Eve situation.
Yeah, but with dogs, so it's better.
How do you know that it's from them though, and not like the American foxhound, but because they were gifted by Marquis de Sade? So I'm assuming. Did I do it wrong?
Wrong Marquis.
Lafayette. My bad. Lafayette. So you got to assume there's other dogs that are over there. So how do you know that they didn't descend from those dogs that might have come over here?
Because there were only two dogs of that breed in America, and he bred those two dogs, and bred them out from there. So there was only two of them. It's not like someone else took. So far as I know, but when you look up the history of the breed, it's just. You will read that that's what happened.
What percent?
60?
Your dog is 60% American foxhound.
Yeah.
Did they trace the patrilineal DNA?
The what? I don't know. I don't work at Dog 23andMe.
Did you know you were related to George Washington without a DNA test, or how did you
Yes.
discover you were related to George Washington?
So it's a relation by marriage. My ancestor is related to Martha Washington through my mother's father's side.
And they all had American foxhounds right down there.
And is that something that was kind of rediscovered as a research thing, or is that something that was kind of known in knowledge handed down through the whole family history for
The
a couple
dogs or the people?
The people.
No, the people, that was something that, my mom told me when we were doing like the little family tree.
That was handed down
Yes.
through the generations
Yes.
that they knew, we're related
Yes.
to. It wasn't like
Yes.
found out later with research.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is crazy enough that I want to lean towards it being true. However, she has even admitted that while she may have intended it for it to be true, the dog is not actually related to George Washington. And she is related to Martha, not George, and they were married.
Semantics.
technicalities there, I'd still say it's nice.
Technicalities aside, I think it's a little too fantastic for it to be both.
I do like Hamilton.
I'm aware.
I think I have to go lie as well.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
We're unified on this. Okay. Yep.
That is actually true. Thank you. But yeah, it's true. If you look up the American foxhound, you will learn all about how they were a gift to George Washington from not the Marquis de Sade, but from the Marquis de Lafayette, and that's why it's a rare breed.
Real Game of Thrones situation.
I know, right?
The Marquis de Sade has a really good voice, but
All right, now I finally get a microphone in my hand. Well, everybody, that was our game for that. Thank you all so much for coming. I want to thank all of my panelists here. Most of us you can see in vilification at 10 o'clock on the main stage. Does anybody else have any other panels or things they want to plug for con?
all my interesting panels are in the past. So.
Okay.
You missed them. That's right.
Chris, do you have anything coming up the rest of the time, or? All right.
All right, while he's checking, on Sunday, I am in 2 panels. I want to say one's at 11 a.m., and it's the Wicked movie fan panel. And then in the coveted 3:30 p.m. on Sunday slot, I will be moderating a lively debate about whether or not certain foods are sandwiches. So it's called Is It a Sandwich?
I'm going to cut you off really quick for a second. Before anybody leaves, I did promise exclusive ribbons for coming. Those 2 folks did not get to get them, so you can see James in the back. He has lovely ribbons for you all just for coming here. Anyways, go on.
You can see me tomorrow night on the Punnel, so we will torture the English language on the Punnel tomorrow evening.
I don't have it. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I oinked it. I will be doing Nights of Sports Ball tomorrow at 12:30, and then Parasocial Relationships at 7. And then on Sunday, I will doing Best Intentions, Unexpected Triumphs, and Cautionary Tales at 2 p.m. And I think I'm going to show up for the closing ceremony.
Not to bring things down terribly, but Sunday at 3:30, I will be in the In Memoriam film panel, where we will be talking about notable people in film who passed away in the past year.
Tomorrow at 5 p.m. here, I believe, there will be Questionable Choices, which is an improv game type show that we're in. Nikki's helping out with. James is in. It's going to be a good time, so you should show up. It may or may not involve mouse traps.
I, for one, am looking forward to that, being hit with a mousetrap, because I'm sadistic, but... All right, awesome. Well, if you guys enjoyed this, we are doing, as part of a production with Dark Pony Productions and also our little thing, Tater Tot Gang, which is based on our dogs, that little drawing there. We are doing this again at the Hive Collaborative on October 5th. So I've already got some people lined up for it, but it's going to be a good time. So we'll be doing that at the Hive October 5th. If you want more details, just look up Dark Pony Productions online. It'll also be the website. It's in St. Paul. I don't remember the cross streets or the address, though, but it's in St. Paul. Well, that's you know. Yeah, if you want to just travel down there. Anyways, but yeah, so that was great. So thank you, everyone. Feel free to check that out. Thank you so much. Please make sure to get your ribbons. Have a great rest of your con. Thank you.